Good morning. My goodness, did it rain last night. This river is high and is running extremely quickly. But we're starting a new morning. I'm just taking Willow for our first little trot. And today we are heading right to the north of Wales to a little island called Anglesey. And there is something called a South Stack, which is like a lighthouse right at the top of the island. So we're going to go and see that, which is pretty famous to go and see. And then we're just going to explore and make our way around Anglesey for the whole day. And that is what our day 3 itinerary looks like. So stay tuned to see what Anglesey looks like. When we were driving to the campsite yesterday, I saw a massive lagoon. And so I'm just on my morning walk, having a little explore, just to see if I can find it, because it would be a pretty awesome cold water dip location. Getting into this cold water dipping, may I add, if it is a lagoon. But at the minute, it just seems to be a fast running river, which I don't really fancy floating through Wales. The amount of water flowing down this river, there has got to be a little lagoon slash lake sort of thing somewhere down here. I'm only going to be taking her out for a quick walk, exactly like yesterday. Ah, what's this? I knew I saw something. This is a prime example why I always say, if you don't step into the unknown, you never know. I've always been that sort of person in life where, like, you could go on the same dog walk which you know is convenient, or take a turn that you've never taken before and go and see what's down there. And I've done that through all of my travels, and you find these hidden gems, because look at this. Wow, a true spectacular hidden gem right on our doorstep. I'm not gonna lie, I'm itching to get in there and start with a cold water dip. All I've got is t-shirt, tracksuit bottoms and Crocs. But I could go in my pants, I guess, and quickly put my Crocs and stuff back on and get back and get dry. Live for today, as tomorrow's never promised. Best I go for a cold water dip.
Anyone would think we're in the bloody Amazon rainforest and the baboons had come out to play with the noises that were echoing over the lake this morning.
3, 2, 1. This is living, ladies and gentlemen. Control the breathing. Yes.
Yes, it was very cold, but that's enough babooning around for one day, as with those noises, I'm on a one-way ticket to being poached.
You never regret a cold water dip, because I now feel alive and ready to start the day. Now that is how you start a morning. And if I could start my morning like that every day, I flipping would, I tell you. Wowee. Doesn't get better than this.
With breakfast done, it was time to head out for another day exploring the beautiful North Wales.
So we have arrived at South Stack Lighthouse. What a glorious day for it. There she is. Well, let's go and get a little bit closer. God, if you're someone who doesn't like heights, this will make your knees knock together, I tell you. Gee whiz. There's Kate and Teddy and Willow. I just said to Kate at the top, shall I bring the carrier so we don't have to hand carry him all the way up? She goes, no, it'll be alright, we'll just take it in turns. I can categorically tell you now, there'll be no turns being taken. It'll be me carrying him up, all 7,000 of these steps, whilst Kate enjoys the view. But talking of views, check this out. That moment of walking all the way down and the gate's shut, you can't get to the lighthouse anyway. But there it is, ladies and gents. What a dream it is. Just got to get up these steps now. There's a lift or a gondola when you need it. 1, 2, to be here all day, chaps. 3, 4, nice. Keep going, Didi. 17.
18. 19.
Just googled it. 400 steps to the South Stack Lighthouse. We've done 20 and we've got 380 to go. So we've ended up at some sort of beach, and for the last 2 hours we've been driving around Anglesey, getting to a few different places that we've put on our itinerary, and they're just looking not very nice or just not worthy of stopping. So we ended up driving 2 hours from that lighthouse, and we've ended up at a little beach just to kind of stretch around Teddy's legs. So far there isn't a huge amount that was overly impressed us on Anglesey, so we're just going to keep on pushing and get back to what does impress us about North Wales.
Look at this. Hey, your shorts high enough, mate. Flipping hell.
That's been worth coming to Anglesey in itself, seeing how high his pants are. Superb.
With Harry High Pants prancing up the beach with not a care in the world, we spent enough time on the beach to stretch Willow and Teddy's legs, watch a few boats come in, pick every snail off the rock and throw them back in the sea. Then it was time to carry on with our day. And up next was a proper beach, with sand, not covered in pickable snails.
So as we were saying earlier, that Anglesey was a bit of a disappointment, to be fair. We committed a lot of the day to it, and we're glad that we didn't spend more time there, to be honest. We went through 3 or 4 different places, and all of it just looked a little bit run down. So I think in the past, we've moved on. I quickly got my hair cut in one of the towns, and yeah, now we've kind of headed back to where our campsite is, back to where we love. We're in a town called Harlech now, which is about a mile or 2 from where we're camping, and that has one of the most incredible, insane beaches. And we've been saying for the last couple of days that we want to come down here, and so we have come down here finally and are heading to said beach. So yeah, hopefully Willow is going to have an absolute blast here, and so is Teddy. So yeah, we're making up for a bit of a, well, it was a little bit of an average day because it's such an amazing itinerary, but as I said, it's all done now, so we're going to continue to enjoy the rest of the day and see what this beach is like, because from a distance it looks unbelievable. Let's have a look. To the sky we go.
I remember when we were going through treatment with our son, we used to have a play specialist come in once or twice a week to merely pass an hour by playing with Teddy. And one morning the lovely lady brought in some waterproof sand with sterile water in a meticulously cleaned play tray, and that was all we could expose him to, because there was no room for error regarding exposing him to any risk of infection. You fast forward over 12 months and now look at him. He pretty much has every grain of sand at his fingertips and is able to play with it until his heart's content, like a normal child, and it truly means the world. In the world of cancer, we try not to relate back to the past and the triggering thoughts, but in all honesty, it's hard and will unfortunately always be a part of our life now, as it happened, and we can't change that. But what we can do is use our hardest and darkest times to remind us of how lucky and privileged we are now, as we never know what's around the corner. So today, ladies and gentlemen, is an incredible day.
Ted, you going camping showering?
Yeah. Yes, in pond.
Not going in the pond, you're going for a shower, mate. Hello, mate. Have a nice shower.
Yeah.
They stacked it. Big time.
Did you bang yourself?
Yeah.
With our heart very full from another wholesome day, we lit the fire and got the barbecue fired up, ready to cook ourselves a nice bit of steak. We then decided that we were going to take a trip down memory lane and watch some of our old videos of Teddy's treatment to remind us firstly of how incredible our son is, not that we need reminding, but secondly, how far we've all come as a family. Yes, it can be upsetting, but trust me when I say this, it made us appreciate the now and tomorrow that little bit more.
Good morning from another beautiful morning dog walk location. Today is our last day up in the north here, and we are heading to the west coast of Wales tomorrow morning. But do not panic, because we have an absolutely amazing itinerary for today. Starting off with Swallow Falls. I think we've got one or two other waterfalls. We're doing the Aqueduct, and we have got one of the best locations to ever stop off for a beer with a view. So stay tuned for our last day in North Wales here with Life for the Bridges. So we have arrived at our first destination on today's itinerary, which is Swallow Falls, which is one of the most well-known and popular waterfalls in the north of Wales. Wow, Teddy, look at that! Incredible! Look at that, Ted! There's Mummy. You go swimming? Yeah, sure. We'll go swimming in 2 days' time. Wowee, look at this.
With Teddy clearly seen enough of this waterfall, it was back up the stairs to the car and on to the next destination.
Flipping hell, Kate's carrying Ted up the stairs. I might just stand back and enjoy it. You keep going. What a luxury this is. Got nothing but a dog lead. What a dream. So that is Swallow Falls done. Next up, I think we're going to another waterfall. Or it might be the Aqueduct, I'm not sure. But either way, it's going to be good, so stay tuned.
We got back on the road and made our way to the most incredible aqueduct ever. And if anyone doesn't know what one of these is, don't worry, as nor did I, but stay tuned as it's bloody impressive.
What are we doing? We're going to go and see the aqueduct. So that we're here, we're going to go across the aqueduct and walk along the canal and hopefully see some animals.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
We're going to go over a really big bridge, Teddy.
Wow, look at the big boat, Teddy. Look at that, big boat going down the canal on a bridge. Mental. Wow, they are high up, Teddy. It's making me a bit, the knees wobble to be honest.
I do walking.
There's no edge to that.
I do walking.
You don't do walking, Teddy. I'm barely able to walk. Oh my lord. This is weird. Look at that, just a sheer drop. Oh, I'll tell you what, I've done some pretty sketchy things in my life, but it's like making my knees knock together, I'm not going to lie. It's just because there's a sheer drop that side, wall to that side, then an absolute sheer drop that side. Whew. So we're coming to the end. And I'll try and fling the drone up so I can actually give you an understanding of how high and huge this thing is. And of course Teddy wants to do walking, which was not happening. He'll flop off that side, I'll flop in this side. And we don't want any flopping on this aqueduct, to be honest. But yeah, pretty incredible.
This aqueduct is actually a World Heritage Site and took 10 years to design and build and finally opened in 1805 and is the highest canal aqueduct in the world. This 18-arch beauty is a true masterpiece, and you can actually go on tours on the canal boats or even hire kayaks to kayak over the aqueduct. What an amazing experience that would be. The aqueduct is only a small part of this amazing canal. It stretches 11 miles long and is definitely a must-see if you are in this area. With the aqueduct done, it was time to head to another waterfall.
So we have just arrived at Pistol Waterfall, which is the second and last waterfall of today's adventures, and it is meant to be superb. So we've driven right into the sticks, and you can hear it now, and it's pretty large. So let's see how we get on with this waterfall.
This way. This way.
With another incredible waterfall done, we were now heading for a nap for Teddy and a well-deserved beverage with a breathtaking view. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on Lake Vunwee Hotel and Spa, as this is an absolute corker. With the hotel set above the amazing view of the reservoir, it truly is a real treat of a location to stop for lunch or dinner, or even come and stay here. Also in the distance is a small princess-looking castle, which was fit for a queen. We couldn't access it as the gate was locked, but still adds that magical touch to this already incredible view. Talking of incredible views, oi oi! Leave it, Scott.
This place is absolutely what dreams are made of. It's got its own little lake which leads onto that main lake, which you can rent a boat for like £35 for a day, which gives you a rod and a propeller to captain one of those boats and go fishing for the half a day. And yeah, it's absolutely beautiful here. If you're in the north of Wales, this is an absolute must, and we looked at it's probably about £150 a night to stay in that hotel, but it would be worth it. It is a piece of paradise, it really, really is. But yeah, we've had a long old day exploring this north and our final day of exploring, so we're going to get back in the car and head back to camp, and then start to close down a few bits of camp, and then enjoy our last evening.
As we left this beautiful memory behind, it kind of put closure on the North Island for us, as our last day of exploring was drawing to an end. We have honestly fallen in love with this area, and it has far exceeded our expectations. So if anyone is thinking about coming to explore here, don't think, just do it, because trust me, you won't regret it.
Where are we going, Teds?
River.
We're going to the river?
Yeah.
You got your 2 horses and your cat?
Yes.
Come on then.
I've got to. Oh, happy baby.
Don't worry, we'll wash baby when we get back.
What was meant to be just a short paddle in the river to close off the day, we didn't realise old MacDonald over here was bringing the contents of his farm too.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, mate. Going to go splashing in the river?
Yeah.
Come on then.
Daddy coming too.
Daddy coming too.
This way.
With our 2-minute walk to the river taking us about 15, we finally reached it, and Teddy was straight in there. I was unsure if Teddy was going to like it, as it may have been too cold, but not our little cub. He was like a young male salmon looking to spawn the speed he was cruising up that river. He really never ceases to amaze me, but also brought another truly magical day of memories to a close.
What are you doing? Good morning, mister.
Get crazy.
Daddy get cosy?
Yeah.
We've been cosy for the last half an hour. Daddy's got some jobs to do because we've got to move on today.
This is what makes our caravan so special to me. Getting to wake up to our boy every morning and him come and have a cuddle in bed means the world, as I don't get to do this at home due to my 4 AM working alarm 6 days a week. So this trip, I was making the most of it.
Well, our time here at Nankole Waterfall campsite has now come to an end. We have explored the whole of the north and we have fallen in love with this place. But it is time for us to move on now, and we are heading to the west coast of Wales. But first up, it is time to get this packed up so we can jump in the caravan and go on to our next part of the adventure. 3, 2, 1. Sorted. If only it was that easy of a click of the fingers. So that is us all packed up, changed, washed and showered, ready to head on to the second part of our amazing adventure around Wales. We are heading to the west coast of Wales, so the Carmarthen Canarth Falls, Tenby sort of area, and we have an action-packed week ahead. When I was closing up, I had a really special moment. A lovely lady came over and said hello to Willow, and she said that she'd wanted to come and say hello to her all week because she just admired how placid and quiet she was. And we got talking, and we spoke about Teddy because she'd said that she'd noticed we had a little boy. And we spoke for a good 5-10 minutes, and it was really heartwarming just hearing her story. And she's been through some really tough times, and yeah, it was just an amazing way to end this incredible trip. And everyone has been through their own battles, and it's how you deal with it, ladies and gentlemen. Like, she's an incredibly strong lady for what she's been through. And if you're watching this, Estelle, because we did tell you about our channel, then thank you so much for today's chat. It meant the world. So again, another perspective, an eye-opening experience, just to kind of share this journey with other people and raise awareness, and not necessarily what we've been through, but what it's like to have childhood cancer. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel. We want to grow this channel beyond limits now. And so yeah, don't forget to like the video, hit that notification bell so you get notified when we put up new videos like this next one when we go to West Coast Wales. And most importantly, a humongous thank you to every single one of our special Bridge family members for going that extra mile and helping out this channel. If you want to become a Bridge family member, I'll put a little link here. Click that join button and it will take you to our Bridge family page. And remember, from North Wales, live for today, as tomorrow is never promised. Ciao for now, chaps. Catch you in the next one.